But in one sense, life is always very fair in this: you're in the game and you've been dealt a hand to play. Who cares if somebody else has it better than you? I, I don't say that to be harsh, but this is the way the world is. And maybe they've earned every ounce of their success. Maybe they just inherited a fortune they didn't earn. Maybe they're naturally very intelligent or diligent. Maybe it was perfect timing and a great opportunity. Maybe it was a combination of unseen forces and their own self will. Put whatever interpretation on it you want, whatever. It does not change a single aspect of your situation and what you need to deal with. You need to get up tomorrow morning and find a way to make your life work, regardless of how you feel about the unfairness of your situation. You need to be objective in that you've experienced in the hand that life has dealt you good and bad, benefits and also negative consequences. But in one sense, life is always very fair in this: you're in the game and you've been dealt a hand to play. So you need to put on humility because jealousy will rob you. Humility, along with the removal of every complaint, excuse, and jealous desire, is really the only way to chart a happy, survivable course forward. You can survive, but you're probably not going to be happy or grateful. Basically, jealousy comes from pride, and pride comes from rationalizing or justifying lies that you believe about God, the world, myself, and others, or a situation. It creates essentially what it hopes to avoid. It creates a life of jealousy and discontentment with what I have. Pride will create a bad life by erasing genuine gratitude and causing you to hate people you should actually be happy for. Okay, it's a rare gift to meet someone who never complains about anything. I mean, we're surprised by somebody who can just keep their mouth shut while they're waiting in a long line. Humility, the opposite of pride that produces jealousy, isn't simply a more noble or virtuous or enlightened outlook on life. I mean, it is that, but humility will actually make you a more appealing person and it will make your life better. So your divorce offers you the unintended opportunity to become a better person in this regard, a person who accepts life, fair or not, without complaint. The person who is able to accept bad things is really always better off. You can even gauge how prepared you are for death ultimately by how well you handle minor frustrations. You can become more grateful for your life in this regard, sometimes even recognizing and appreciating good things for the first time if you cultivate humility instead of pride. And so, how does this make you more appealing? How does it make you more grateful? How does it allow you to enjoy life? The Bible teaches this, but wisdom literature teaches this. A humble and peaceful heart gives life to your body. In one sense, it enriches you through the self, literally. Pride, however, and jealousy will make you die from the inside out. It'll eat away at what's there because all the reasons you have to be jealous of somebody's life may, in point of fact, be absolutely true. Jealousy is not something you can overcome with the right information. Their house, their job, their car, their kids, their marriage, their physical health, their positive outlook. It might all even be better than you see from the outside looking in. But humility leads you to consider, why do they have the life they do? Your first thought is generally always wrong in giving somebody the benefit of the doubt. That is an accurate interpretation of someone else's life. Don't let pride negatively impact your own ability to move on, especially since it's very easily a choice you can make. Bad character is not some disease you accidentally catch. It's a matter of willing yourself to be one way instead of another. And so how can you begin to do this so that jealousy doesn't rob you? Humility will be cultivated as you're realistic about your life with all its failures, difficulties, and setbacks. Give other people around you the most positive interpretation possible. If they're successful, if they have a good life, assume that they had to fight and struggle for years to achieve that. Jealousy will fade away by simply being more reasonable in your assessments. Pride and jealousy are put to death by radical honesty, not about the situation, but about yourself. So you need to give other people the same thing you would want in their situation, the benefit of the doubt, or even better, the most positive interpretation possible. Now, there's essentially four different things I could say to deconstruct pride and jealousy in favor of humility. I'll just give one of them, which I think is the one we tend to think least about. You might be far more jealous about the kind of person this other person is than you are jealous of the circumstances they now enjoy. The man who has earned money in one vocation is a man capable of earning money in potentially any other area of work if he sets his mind to it. A man who is respected and trusted by a group of individuals is likely the same man who can eventually earn respect in a new community, even an utterly foreign one. A man who is capable of attracting the kind of beautiful woman, smart, intelligent woman you want to be with, is also capable, whether he wants it or not, of attracting a dozen ugly women with irrational levels of self confidence. The kind of man that's able to fight and is strong enough to fight back is also the man who needs to be ready to fight if he's conscientious in any circumstance in defense of those who are weak and helpless. So be realistic and move on. You could be instantly gifted with the same circumstances you're so jealous about right now and still find a way to mess it up in less than a year, maybe less than 2 years if they're really well off, because your character is not able to handle the responsibilities of that life. You might be far more jealous about who this person is as a man than about what he has in his bank account or what he drives or his family or his house. So take this as an opportunity to grow by, oh, I don't know, following somebody else's good example. Because ultimately, what will jealousy do? It will rob you of the very thing you hope to get. Not just the thing, the career, the money, the wife, the family, the house, but your ability to enjoy it when and if you get it. All right, thanks for listening.